Everybody, Chris here. Is Dogecoin going to be challenging the 2023 lows? And what's happening with Bitcoin and Ethereum? We're going to cover all that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we were live on Thursday. Yes, had a special live because Dogecoin has now scraped the lows of the 2026 bear market. Yes, this happened on Thursday as Dogecoin came down to 6.85. That's right, 6.85 cents on the dip where this white arrow is pointing. Now, at that point, I did a purchase. I bought more Doge. I bought my July allocation of Dogecoin there. But of course, I bought it on Robinhood, and instead of getting 6.85, I got 6.93 right up here. So I circle that in green. And I let everyone know all of my purchases and my sales all the time, completely transparent. But yeah, 400,000 Dogecoin was purchased and now in my portfolio. And I'm looking if we're going to be buying again. So we're at 695 right now on the Dogecoin chart. And Dogecoin was just at 69420. And again, this was last night as well. Dogecoin has been hovering right around this magic number, and I caught it. I did a screen grab right when it hit 69420, which is just a number, you know, just a number. It's nothing really, just a number. But yeah, so follow me on X at ChrisPax. We're having some fun over there when I'm not here on YouTube. I'm over there. And of course, you know, one Dogecoin equals 69420. It is, again, just a number. We're having a good time. And of course, there's my order details here, which I post and let you know what I am doing. But what is going on right now in crypto? We see Dogecoin, Ethereum lead the pullback as investors digest tech earnings. So this is a Doge ETH thing, not really a Bitcoin thing. Bitcoin is holding around 65K right now. But a lot of people wondering about ETH and whether ETH is going to pull back versus Bitcoin, because it's actually been gaining since the beginning of July. Ethereum's actually had a decent month for the month of July. And Bitcoin as well, but not Doge. So markets are steady, oil slides, treasury yields retreat, the ETF outflows we'll talk about in a minute. And Bitcoin's price is being propped up by traders, not fresh capital, according to CryptoQuant, meaning that the leverage traders are what's making Bitcoin move this summer, because people are waiting, they're waiting. Are we going to get further capitulation? Is the price even going to go lower? So let's talk about that. As we've been covering on SpaceX, of course, I predicted that SpaceX stock would be coming down, and I think there's going to be more pain in August, possibly even sub $100 SpaceX, so I wouldn't be buying any SpaceX here. Of course, if you don't know, I did the IPO. I got at 135 and I sold up here at about 168. It went on over 200. Wasn't expecting that much of a move, but man, has it cratered. It hit down to 110. That 110 is half of the 220 that it hit up at the top. So it lost 50% of its value. And of course, Elon Musk's net worth went down quite a bit too because of that. But I think there's more pain ahead. And we saw Tesla crater as well. We looked at that during the live stream on Thursday as well, because of the earnings and the forward-looking guidance and how much money is being spent on things that aren't making money for Tesla right now. Again, that's a short-term thing. Tesla, long-term, I think, is a good stock buy, just to see where the price settles. It's probably much better to buy in down in the low 300s than the upper 300s. People thought, well, buy right as soon as it goes below 400, and it dropped all the way to like 315. So Bitcoin ETFs, we were enjoying a nice run of inflows in ETFs, as we did see institutions buying ETFs and some retail, but they sell. As soon as the Bitcoin price pulls back, the fickle ETF buyers aren't buyers anymore, they're sellers. And so we had a $225 million in Bitcoin sold yesterday that's just the plight of the ETFs, and we'll see the effect on Dogecoin ETFs. Once Dogecoin starts moving, there's no action right now on Dogecoin ETFs, so we wait on that. Kind of interesting when you look back to the previous cycle here, and you look at 2021, and you look at the fractal here from 2024, 2025, and you'll see the bear market 2022 right here. Is there one more capitulation to happen here? And will that capitulation go lower than the lows that Bitcoin already hit? Interesting. We'll take a look at that. But that fractal here, when you look back to 2021 into the 2022 and the whole bear market, if we repeat again, there could be a further pullback there. And Ali says, looking at his Bitcoin monthly chart, that August hasn't been kind to Bitcoin. Every August since 2022 has resulted in a correction. Enjoy the current rally, but don't ignore the seasonal trend. And we're only a week away from my August Dogecoin price prediction, where I look at Doge and Bitcoin, sometimes ETH as well, and we see how they're doing on a monthly basis. And we'll be looking at the month of August. And here we saw August 2025, where Bitcoin went down 13%. August 2023, or this is 24, it's mislabeled, down 24%. August 2023, down 16%. August 22, down 22%. So we'll be reviewing that in a week. We'll be looking at August for Dogecoin, but Bitcoin has not fared well. Pullbacks in August. And again, it's the summertime, a lot of people on holiday, and the bear market typically continues. So what do? Well, we start DCAing, right? We start our DCAing on the dips, and then we buy slow, but we get aggressive once the price drops below a line in the sand. Whatever you think that line is, then you aggressively DCA. And this is what I've been doing now. I bought a little in June, bought more in July, and I will continue to buy slowly, waiting out August. But if price starts to really pull back now, I will more aggressively buy. That's what I am going to be doing. And we look at Ethereum. Ethereum, interesting that in, let's bring that down here. So the cycle bottom was June 2022, and November 2022, it was a higher low on ETH. So here we've had a low in June 2026. It was the end of the month, June 2026. And will there be another dip to come in August for ETH, which we think will happen, but will it be a higher low? Will it also be a higher low, which we think Bitcoin, or I think Bitcoin will be a higher low now. I used to be thinking Bitcoin's going to go 54. I'm not thinking that right now. I'm thinking Bitcoin is being propped up too much, and 54 is going to be tough to get down to. So we might have already seen the Bitcoin bottom for this cycle. We might already have seen the ETH bottom for this cycle, but not Dogecoin. But not Dogecoin yet. Dogecoin a little more volatile. It's a meme coin, my opinion. Now Doge OS is coming, apps on Doge without turning Dogecoin into an app server. This is from Alex, my Doge CTO. Dogecoin already great at being money, simple, open, secured by proof of work, cheap to move, understood by millions of people. Money and applications are two different jobs, and Alex goes through, and he basically goes through this entire kind of what's happening on the backside of Doge for Doge OS as an execution layer on an L1, because Doge is the only meme coin, right, with its own blockchain, and Doge OS is coming. So nice article here. So check this out on X for Alex, my Doge CTO, because it's a good article on Doge OS. Now we just wanted to launch. Now maybe they're just waiting until the bear market is over because they know what bear markets are. and they're waiting for the bull to start, and that's a great time to launch. So maybe that is what's happening. Meanwhile, we're looking at the Doge chart, and we're looking at the RSI. The RSI was its lowest in June, higher in July, and so far it's even higher in the end of July, even though price is lower now. So some would say, well, that's bullish divergence, right? Bullish divergence. Price should be going up. Well, not always. You can't always rely on these things. We could still see more pain ahead. Again, we'll be looking at that in about a week, and we'll be looking at the month of August and what the month of August looks like in terms of that. So analyzing Dogecoin's hit to 2023 lows. Can Doge reclaim 7 cents? That's where we are right now. Dogecoin dropped below the 7-cent support level, declined to the 2023 lows of 6.8. Well, that's not necessarily true. That's not really true. What they meant to say is Dogecoin hasn't seen this price of 6.8 cents since 2023, because we know, because I was buying Dogecoin in 2023 at 5.8 cents. So we know that in 2023, Dogecoin was in fact lower than 6.8. So I think they just, in their little summary here, they misspoke, which they clarified here a little bit later, that indeed it was Dogecoin last touched these levels in November 2023. That is correct. So a lot of liquidations, $8 million in Dogecoin liquidations. So of course, what does that mean? That means that the open interest has declined. But that's because so many leverage traders are getting wiped out. It's declined not because of interest. I think people still want to make money and they're still going to leverage trade. And Dogecoin is one of those things that people will continue to do. But we do see the leverage traders getting wiped out. Soon they're going to go after the shorts. The shorts are going to get wrecked. That's going to be coming. But right now, we're just waiting to see right now. Again, after yesterday's live stream, I said Dogecoin was probably going to, with the low volume, was just going to kind of peter out and go sideways. And that's exactly what it's done. We touched over 7 cents a couple times, but back at 696 at the moment. Here, we go out to the weekly chart and we say, look, we go back to 2023. And this is where we were in 2023. And we were live. I was live here 2023. Some of you were watching me then, and we were charting all of this and what was going on in 2023. And we had these dips. We were buying on these dips, and these dips were going below 6 cents. We did that 3 times. So we were buying in the 5s. And we actually were buying kind of all summer long, accumulating. It was our second chance after 2022, which was the bear market bottom. June of 2022, where Doge hit 4.95 cents, never went that low again. So this is what I think is happening with Bitcoin and ETH this cycle. The June low, which was 6.95 for Dogecoin this cycle, but has just gone lower to 6.85. So it did drop lower in July this cycle. But that's why you DCA through the summer. Now, if 2022 is close to 2026, that means 2023 could be close to 2027, meaning in 2027 we could also see some pain in the Dogecoin price. Again, we're going to talk about that in the fall. We're going to map out the next 4-year or 3.5-year cycle, all of that. And of course, in the summer of 2024, we went down to 9 cents, which at that time I was saying was a gift because I could see what was coming and forecasted a big run. And indeed, that is what happened in 2024. Could we see something similar in 2028? We will be watching for that. Meanwhile, I've got my yellow box here, and I am anticipating Doge trading down into the yellow box. Again, we'll talk more about that next week in my August price prediction video for Dogecoin. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Are we going to see the 2023 lows again for Dogecoin or even lower? I know some of you are predicting or guessing at lower, even lower Dogecoin prices. But what are you doing about it? Just because you guess it, does that mean you're buying? And are you aggressively buying? Let me know in the comments below. Give the video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.